Hello everybody, hi! Thank you for tuning in. This is Pangolin Advisor, also known as PANCZASU. The last thing I want to do is set up some better colors because these colors are just awful. But I think now it's a little bit better. Somebody's trying to steal my green, so I'm gonna give them a... I'll leave them this other green. This will be the contender green that I'll have to squash. And this blue is gonna be a different blue because I say so. I'm not playing with any mods but Helper, I'm just playing with every single DLC because I haven't actually showcased the Inferno DLC on my channel, any of my channels yet, so I want to just play it vanilla in the sense of this being the base game plus the DLCs. So anyway, let us begin and wait for other people to potentially come in, or not. I'm fine with them not coming in, but I'm even more fine with people actually indeed coming in. I still feel like I may have made a mistake not making a short announcement video on YouTube, just telling people about this live stream. But it's gonna be fun. At worst case scenario, I'll have the average of one viewer, which is still okay. Now I do enjoy the Endless Legend loading screen. It has a little bit more fluff text than it has in Endless Space too, but... Oh, hi there! There is a second viewer, isn't there? Oh, wow. It's nice to see you. Although I mean, okay, I'll attempt to pronounce your nickname. That's Bon Larsen. I think it went alright.
Our world was a paradise.
AI community mods. I only know of... Actually, I'll shut up for now.
Brought their doom upon us.
I'll let you watch.
Even with our golems, our ingenuity, we were no match for their power. Broken and scattered, we would have perished if not for our saviors. They brought us to this world, gave us a new purpose. And new powers to make it ours. And we will make it ours. No matter the sacrifice.
Alright, that's the end of the cutscene. I really didn't want to interrupt it. I love cutscenes in any Endless game. And I absolutely agree, this is a fantastic game and the expansion itself is pretty great as well. So, to all of you just tuning in, I should also probably specify I'm also a VIP on the Endless, I'm not saying this correctly, for Amplitude Studios rather. So I do get to playtest things before they come out, including the Inferno expansion, although at the time, you know, there was also the Supremacy expansion, so I'm mostly doing Supremacy instead of Inferno, but I did some Inferno, so we'll see how well I do. Alright then, let us begin as I always do, by scouting around and seeing what I can see. So first and foremost, let's have my stone sentinels scout out the area and see if there's anything all that interesting in the vicinity. Trying not to go too far away from the temple ruins. I would like to use my hero to explore these. So it looks like I'm on the very border. Let's zoom out real quick. I'm not sure about the hemisphere situation, so I'll have to check out some other regions to be able to tell if we have both hemispheres or if we're just on one of the hemispheres. Our starting region doesn't have too many anomalies, as it turns out. But I do have the Fumarole, or however it's pronounced, thingy, which is pretty great. As well as some Badlands, some lava chimneys in here and whatnot. So, to those of you who have never seen this DLC until now, it basically introduces a new terrain, that being the volcanic terrain, the new faction that loves the volcanic terrain, which I'm playing as, the Kapaku, as well as eclipses, which are really, really beautiful. Alright, I think I'm probably going to use my hero. Probably going to attach my hero to this army, maybe this one. I think you know what, I'm gonna attach him to the Southern Army, and the Northern Army will have a tough time penetrating the forest anyway. So the Southern Armies will be the one with a hero. Although, before I do anything of the sort, I almost made a rookie mistake. Let's move the hero first, and have him scouted around, and then see what there is to see. So, first of all, let's set those ruins, excellent, and then let's use the ability of his to have more movement speed because he's a cavalry hero and see more terrain. Yep, that's exactly the idea I had in mind. So anyway, I'm going to teleport him in here now, although let's move them a little bit more. Let's see if I can see anything on the sea towns. It seems like I cannot. Alrighty, then let's assign this hero over here, and I'll be able to explore those ruins as well, giving him a little bit more experience, allowing the hero to level up a little bit faster. And I already met the Draken. Actually, no, they're the Draken. Obviously, I met them because they're the Draken. Alright, it's been a while. Was really surprised for a second, but nope, that's the regular stuff for the Draken. Alright, scouted out a bit of my region. Doesn't look very fancy, honestly. I've seen better looking regions, but let's have a quick look at Fitzy and any anomalies I may have missed. Alright, so there is, most importantly, I have a titanium deposit. And I have to say, Kapaku are incredible, two titanium deposits in fact. But yeah, Kapaku are amazing because the way they are set up in the world generation makes them always start with pretty much an amazing start. Like other fuckers, they may have start in regions that don't suit them very well, but Kapaku always start in a volcanic region, and volcanic regions are kind of their forte, so they love it. And they're really happy about that fact, and it's really quite powerful. Now the only problem that I'm seeing over here is either lack of dust or science. Otherwise, this place in particular is really great. I could in fact wait for 110 with settling. Let's have a quick look see at some other areas first. So this ridge actually is blocking quite a bit of my movement, and there are no anomalies in here, none that I can see that are really all that useful. Nope, there are none. So if I were to settle, this honestly is the most tempting situation, but I would have to wait for one more turn to go there. But you know what? I'll do just that. I'll wait for 110 and I'll settle over here so I have instant access to 2 anomalies. This does put me a little bit behind, but I'm fine with that. This is a much better stat because of the extra dust and science it gives me. Then again, yeah, let's do that. Maybe I should have gone over there instead, but too late now. Anomaly plus ruin. Oh, you mean this area over here? The problem with that, it would have 9 food, because it will lose the 2 food I would settle on. Well, it's too late now anyway, I already moved, but this was an option indeed. Thank you for putting this out. Alrighty then, oh, those guys also have some extra movement. I really don't want to go through the forest tiles, but I think the forest ends. Never mind, it doesn't end. It's an endless forest. Let's avoid this territory. Anyway, let's end the turn. Now I have another shot at settling, since I decided to wait anyway. But I really like this thing. It's a well-balanced output. I don't have to work industry to make the Founders Memorial in 2 turns, which is great. And if I were to work industry, then I could also do it over here, but this is just better. I like it better, I think. Let's go for it. Let's not wait for too long. So this is going to be my starting location, and let's have a quick look-see. So getting instant boost in the population, that's great, and without working industry, I can get Founders Memorial in 2 turns. I could buy it out, but I'm not going to do anything of the sort. Instead, I might buy out a titanium extractor. A very tempting thing indeed. I'm figuring out if there's anything else. I used to always buy out. Obviously, in terms of research, I'm going to go for the Holy Trinity of Mill Foundry into cultivation into public library. And I might be tempted to buy out the Mill Foundry, but getting this extra titanium faster is really, really tempting. And you just pushed me over the edge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I'll think about it. In the meantime, let's go ahead and keep moving my armies. I just noticed. I mean, that's an extractor of some sort. Oh, only people who see the chat will know what was said. That's glorious indeed. Anywho, let's explore some of those ruins. And what quest did I just get? With there was unity in my army, and yeah, that's probably not gonna be a thing I will be that interested in. That's a shame, but at least I know what's in those ruins now, don't I? Alright, I'm gonna go for the titanium extractor. The thing that I need to sorry, too late, I already bought it out. But the thing I really like about opening with titanium extractor, honestly, besides Mill Foundry, I would have to wait for that anyway, for extra 2 attempts. But I like opening with Titanium Extractor because as the Kapaku I need to spend some of the titanium or any other strategic resources to make volcanomancers or whatever they are called. And I want to start making them as quickly as possible and make this landscape basically hell for everybody but me. Alright, let's explore some more ruins. A lot of ruins in the vicinity. I'm gonna love that. Except those ruins are absolutely empty. Alrighty then, so let's have a quick look-see here. Did I gain my faction quest yet? Yes, indeed I have. I actually kind of disregarded that, so to anyone who is wishing to read that, well, we can't really pause this video because it's a live stream, but I'll just tell you, if you're watching a VoD, you'll be able to pause it and read it, I suppose. So yeah, that's this quest. I am supposed to actually, first of all, my strategic resources, 5 of them, should be easy enough. And I'll be getting some dice in return for this. Are there any dice in the vicinity, out of curiosity? Not that I can see, but I'm not looking very carefully. But no, I don't see any. Alright, that's good to know. What minor faction do I have? The Doragashi. That's gonna be worse, actually. I like the Doragashi. Might even assimilate them. I do usually hate assimilating minor factions that are in your starting regions, however, because there's always only one village. And is this... How small is this region? Oh wow, do you see that? I've never seen a region this small ever in any game I have ever played in Endless Legend, and I've played for hundreds and hundreds of hours of Endless Legend. Wow, okay. Not on the standard settings at the very least. I know you can always change the settings to make those weird regions, but this is a tiny one. Oh wow. I guess I'm not selling in here, that would be a bad region. Anyway, in the meantime, let's go ahead and continue exploring, and my hero has leveled up. Now, I do always find myself in a bit of a predicament when it comes to Kapaku heroes, because on one hand, your base hero starts with army boost too. And I just love it so much. Army boost is the best general ability you can have for leading your armies, right? But at the same time, those guys have just such lovely city bonuses as governors. I do like to put them as city governors. I'll think about how to spec this guy. I don't have to level him up right now. Either way, I wouldn't use his abilities unless I were to give him Indiana Bones, which I'm probably not gonna do. So let's just keep his level for the time being. Yeah, I know, that's why I'm saying that their level 1 ability for governors is really tempting, but their army ability is also really tempting. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, produce extra industry in my city in 10 turns. That should be very easy to do, especially with the mill foundry in the queue right now. And I can actually grow my population really fast, but that was a guarantee. Yeah, I'm gonna assign him to a city. I'm gonna assign him except I cannot do that right now, so I'll just leave him be for the time being. Keep exploring, keep searching for those curiosities, and it should be excellent. Alright then, let's see, I'm also got myself some tea, so let me just get the leaves out of my cup already, so the tea doesn't have any garments distilled in it, because that ruins the taste. And now I'll be able to drink my tea later on. Sorry for that little break, but that's very important for me. Great neighbor. Oh, indeed, we have a neighbor already. Thank you for pointing this out. I haven't noticed that myself. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. The population has grown. Yeah, that's to be expected. And some orcs. Oh, wait! Orcs, Hurnas. Alright, so there's an important thing I should probably mention. Kapaku don't have archers or any long-range units really, but, you know, not natively. And Hurnas are awesome. They are long-range archers, and they just, I mean, what's not to love? Their faction bonus is also really good. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm probably going to try to settle this region. Now, it does have a lot of forests and whatnot, but what I will need to do is just turn this region into hell on earth. So, I'm very tempted to start terraforming it already, but I want to finish my faction quest first, before I do that, so... Then again, just one lava former would be nice. Where would I even want to settle? Let's see, I don't see any anomalies in here, that's the only problem. There are probably some over here, so let's keep exploring before I start putting down the lava volcano formers, or how did it called again? Volcano former. Yeah, I was right the very first time I tried it. Right, I'm not gonna call to the red player yet. I don't want to initiate interactions with the red player and give the red player incentive to go to war with me, but I found another player in this way. That's good to know. Also, what is this manufacturing? It's... just show it to me. A Jodas! Well, I'm now really lucky, I suppose, because that's another ranged unit that I could potentially, you know, recruit. Although, I'm not too keen on the assimilation effect of the Jodas, I have to say. Yep, I am saving the 5 titanium, that's why I haven't made the lava former yet. Alrighty then, what else do I want to make? Well, probably a settler, let's see. Has the volcanic terrain spilled over anything? Because usually when you play as the Kapaku, the volcanic terrain spills into one adjacent region to give you an easy option to colonize. My guess is that this over here is an extra bit of terrain that is also volcanic, but I can't say for sure. Either way, I'm gonna need a settler. So let's go ahead and design that bastard as quickly as possible, and obviously give him some extra movement speed, because I'll probably move him quite a bit, probably to this terrain, if I am to lava form, and indeed. And I have to lava form it, because the Kapaku only gain food on lava terrain. Alrighty then, so am I making a settler right away? I am very tempted to do just that, honestly. Or alternatively, I could make another titanium extractor. And I will do just that because I will really need to have extra volcano formers. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, anything else I should do? Well, my units also can still move one tile, so let's do just that. And I think it's good, I haven't missed anything. Cultivation is still being researched. Alrighty then. Let's leave that as is for the time being. And see if there's anything else that I should be dealing with. Also, I forgot how quick the turns are in Endless Legend as compared to Endless Space 2. That's one of the few advantages Endless Legend has over Endless Space 2. Now, I really want to go over there-ish, so I think I'm gonna risk interacting with the other major faction, but not too soon. Let's just very cautiously scope out the territory and see, you know, a bit more of the adjacent regions to my main region. Some more ruins, that's excellent. I still cannot, I mean, I can unassign a hero, but I still cannot... Oh wait, I can assign him. But I will wait for one more turn and explore those ruins before I do. Alrighty then, anything else? Well, one more turn before I finish my faction quest, so that's excellent. And seed storage is available for construction, which is great as well. And for the time being, I'll focus on making some more food, so that when I do make a settler, it will be better. Yeah, I will definitely volcano form this territory. It does give me access to Hurnas, which are awesome, and I certainly want to make good use of them. I mean, not just make good use of them, I just need them flat out in my army. Although this territory, it really doesn't have any anomalies, does it? That's really disappointing. I'm hoping that there will be some over here. There's also a river, and keep in mind, as the Kapaku can still use rivers, there's nothing stopping us, really. That's gonna be nice. Also, imminent Empire plans, so I'll wait with the expansion until 1010. Excellent, and now I have to pacify all villages within my capital's region. I'll do just that, except a little bit later on. For the time being, public library is my priority. I will probably go for language square, it's absolutely amazing. Next. Yeah, that's probably gonna be my next order of business, so let's go ahead and grab that. I do need the Hurnas ASAP. I do agree that forest towns themselves are pretty great, but I want to see if there are any anomalies before I start terraforming the area. Just so I know I'm not missing on anything. Yeah, that is true, I haven't found any other strategic resource, but that should be fine, I'm sure everything is gonna be okay. I'm used to playing with very few strategic resources. I can always unlock the marketplace and buy them out if necessary. Alright, let's already make the volcano former, because I will need that. But let's move a little bit more, and there's another Hurnas village, which is awesome. There's a Tree of Life, so I know what my next location for expansion will be. Also, this is a very, very beautiful area. It would be a shame if somebody were to turn it into a volcanic area. But yeah, I like it. And there's some rocky fields over here as well. But that's not volcanic terrain, is it? No. Alright, so where do I want to settle? This is a really difficult ridge to go around, isn't it? But this is actually a pretty good thing, because if I had a city over here, I could just traverse this ridge without any problems. So let's have a quick look, see where would I want to settle if I had to choose a particular spot. There's a river over here, but there's a village in the way, so it would be very awkward to create boroughs in my city and get the benefits from a river, unless this area is really amazing. I probably should check it out, and I will do just that. Besides, I don't want to put a lava formancer in a lava former in here, because it doesn't affect this tile. I mean, it would affect this tile, but it would be meaningless to me. And I'm not sure if I would make use of any of these tiles in particular, so let's wait a little bit more and discuss some more territory. Lava former takes 3 turns to erupt, so I'll have some time to move my settler anyway. Should be fine. Also, I forgot to move my hero, so let's cut some more before I do that. And in fact, I can also disjoint my hero, if I can click him. And no, never mind, he's out of movement completely because of entering into a forest tile. Alright, then let's assign him to a city and give him the ability to govern my city a little bit better. This should be good, this will give me plenty of amazing bonuses. Let's move my people, and somebody asked me what are the tech first era missions, so we have a mission to get dice, no wait, to take dice, and I have to get 30 units of 1 luxury resource, and then I'll get dice. That's difficult, I haven't seen any luxury resources yet, so I'm not gonna fulfill that quest, am I? I do see some grass steel, so that's nice, at the very least we have that, but I don't see any luxury resource whatsoever, so that's not something I can really go for. What's there? Destroy 10 armies to gain this reward. Probably not gonna get that either. Civilization builder might be an option, might not, we'll see how this goes, really. Alrighty then, let's have a quick look-see and keep moving along. Let's see what I can see from the very top of the ridge, and it's not as amazing as I was hoping. The river is awesome, but there isn't really enough space in here to develop a city, is there? If I were to make a city, I think it would be along this way, more or less, something like that. So let's have a quick look. See, I could start terraforming over here, just to get it going already. I also kind of want to have access to a sea, maybe. Maybe. Still, terraforming this area doesn't seem like a very bad idea. To east, that's what I was thinking as well, but I want to start terraforming ASAP. And I'll probably make use of this area at some point. But I can also wait. Let's wait for 1 more turn, maybe. Nah, let's start the terraforming already, and then I can put another... No, let's wait. Then I could put a volcano former over here, and as you was suggested, and then I could settle in this area. Yeah, it's better this way. And sorry, Ninja Ox, you didn't make it before the first city, because I already settled my first city. That's the city again. But I was just about to make a settler. Although I do want to have 1 more population before I do make the settler. Can I make public library real fast? Yes, I can, so let's do that. Sorry, Ninja Ox, I already settled. You're just slightly late. So anywho, let's see, anything else I forgot to do? My units have already moved, and I have some technology queued up. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and end the turn. Yeah, well, it happens, but if you have any questions and you are a newcomer to this stream, feel free to ask them and I will answer them. Now, I should probably specify that I'm really loving this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. That was a good thing. Also, yeah, I'm gonna turn off yield, sorry. Anyway, so I do want to specify, I have played as Kapaku and with the Inferno expansion back as a VIP and then in the closed beta. However, because I was preoccupied with the Supremacy expansion for Endless Space 2, I have never finished a game with Kapaku. So, and I'm not all that experienced with them as a result either. So I may make some questionable decisions, bear with me if I do. This is a learning experience for me as well. And I'm finding a lot of really cool stuff in those ruins, I have to say. Alrighty then, a glimpse of a new era, somebody made it to era 2. Well, we are playing on Endless, so those things were kind of, I'm missing the word I was looking for. Obvious, things to be expected, yeah, I suppose that's what I wanted to say. Facility revealed, well, I do kind of feel like I want to potentially try going for control over the oceans, so that's why I want to have a naval city in here. So I'll try to do something along those lines. I can make another lava former. And you know, just to have a little bit more variety, I could turn this region into a lava region as well. I don't think it's a very bad idea. Let's prepare a lava former just for when I need it. And maybe think about some of those regions. And Matang, or Matanch, how it's pronounced, it's not that good. What does it have? What is this minor faction? Come on, show it to me. It's the boss. But the boss are really good as well. I like the boss, but there's only one village of them. One that I can see at least, unless this region continues further there. I'll think about it. Alrighty then. Although the most important thing about this region is that it has glass steel, so I'll probably rush that one and go there as quickly as humanly possible. So let's get the settler, excellent. Everything else is queued up, so there's nothing really I can do at this point in time. Let's end the turn. This will be me finishing with my research. I'll be able to start conversing with the minor factions now, which is very nice. So how quickly can I get down there? I think that's the fastest way. Yeah, so let's go over here. Yeah, do reinstall this game. The Endless Legend is absolutely awesome. I encourage everybody to have it. So let's go ahead and parley, see what quest they can give us. And it is... Yes, I know the Draken are indifferent. I don't care about that. And return to the village when I'm ready to... Oh no, it's too many chiefs! No! The worst quest of all times. They have buffed it since Endless Legend came out, I know. But this quest is... I have nightmares over this quest. I got it so many times when it was just awful before it was buffed. I'm just gonna bribe them. I'm not gonna go for too many quests, for too many chiefs. I have too many bad memories for all of those chiefs. Sorry. That's just not gonna happen. When I see this quest, I just nope away. All right, let's see. I'm probably gonna go for, let's see. I do want more science on city, honestly, and I don't think there's anything else in particular I like. Unit cost reduction is a tempting one, but for the time being, let's save my influence. Let's go for extra science instead. And yep, too many chiefs is underway, except not anymore because I just decided to bribe the bastards instead. This seems like the dead end, so I'm not gonna go there. Let's terraform this region instead, shall we? Because I think I'm definitely gonna go ahead and settle. And there are two anomalies in here that I would really like to make a good use of. So let's start by starting lava formas in here, make another one while we're at it, and I'm probably going to have a city somewhere along here, maybe next to a coastline as well. Alright, let's see. And what are we going? Where are we at? Okay, settler is already in production. That's excellent. And as for my research, I'm probably gonna need a mercenary market. I mean, yeah, I don't need it, but having more heroes is always amazing, and I find them being a very big boon in your gameplay. I'm not a big fan of geomancers. The geomancy ability is kind of it's not random. It's based on the type of terrain they're set in, and they can be a decent enough bonuses, but that's research I would rather use for something else, if you know what I mean. So out of the technologies I have access to right now, there's nothing that's immediately necessary for me, but I'll definitely make use of mercenary market at some point, and empowerment is also very tempting to me personally. But since I'm not gonna make it right now, let's just go for mercenary market for the time being, shall we? Okay, I think it's good. Let's end the turn. And drink some tea while we're at it. It's gonna be green tea tonight. I'm getting... oh, it's so good. I'm getting immediate flashbacks to all of my old Endless Legend playthroughs and guides, the first two guides in particular as well, because I would always drink green tea when recording those. It's absolutely awesome. Alright then, so let's have a quick look-see here. What else can I do? I could make a volcano form over here. At some point I'll, you know, expand my city to also cover this area, but... yeah, in fact I might do it sooner than later, so let's go ahead and make another volcano former right here. And then start exploring some more of this territory. I am a bit tempted, like, where I'm, like, if I am to put a city over here, this town wouldn't be volcanic, so maybe I should have some more volcanic tiles in here as well, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Forgotten, oh yeah, Forgotten are absolutely awesome, I love them. Also, another titanium I haven't noticed before, that's incredible. And also very useful. First of all, let's get the settler going, and I'm going to send him straight over to here. If only I had one more movement, that's such a painful thing. I mean, I can set over here and just miss out on one tile, I suppose. I'll think about it, it's just sad to not be able to move one tile more. Oh well. I suppose things just are like this sometimes. They just are the way they are. I think I'll go for another settler ASAP, however. I want to have more cities ASAP and make them grow quickly. And I'll put down volcano former over in here. Then again, their cost is steadily increasing, and will not be able to afford two of them at the same time. So before I make another settler, let's make another titanium extractor. Can I get some more population? I really cannot. Alright, can I get some geomic labs maybe? Because these would be extraordinarily useful to me. Let's go ahead and grab those. Also, I can get them in 110, which is very nice. And placing a volcano settler, that's a good point. I could do that. And I can just move those guys to scatter around a little bit more. And but these guys, I want to start placing a volcano, you know, terraforming the terrain on their own. Do I think if Kapaku are best played as wide as possible? First of all, I would rather not. Oh, first of all, gold. I just noticed. Okay, noted. I did just make a settler, so that's to be expected. Oopsie. So I missed out on that one, but it's still fine. Crisis averted. We're doing okay in terms of gold. Now I'm even producing gold, which is great. And so let's have a quick look-see. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, if I prefer to play Kapaku wide or tall. Generally speaking, I'll say that for every faction it's better to play wide or tall, unfortunately. As much as I love Unpredicted Studios, they usually they don't give that many incentives to play tall as opposed to wide. As for Kapaku, you just want to make everything a volcano terrain anyway, just to make it more tough for your enemies and better for you. So in a way, even though they do start off a little bit slow, I suppose, because there is a limit, you know, in how much they can expand due to the availability of volcanic terrain. But if you can play wide, you really should, honestly, you really should. Alright. I need 3 manufacturing units and then now again 15 goals and pacify those guys. It's not that bad of a quest, it's not that great either. I will certainly have to think about it. Alrighty then, will I put another volcano thingy in here? Maybe, maybe not, probably not right now. Let's end the turn. And yeah. Let's get ready to expand. Now, the red player is a little bit of a nuisance already. Since they're expanding towards me, looks like. I need to grab my tank as quickly as possible to make sure I have it, because I want to have a road connection between all of my cities, if that's doable. Yeah, I know, wide always is the problem with, gives you the problem with happiness. But at the same time, you know, wide is pretty good to have, honestly. Will I go for this booster? I probably will activate it in a second. I'm really amazed by myself about the fact that I remembered. But the question now that I have for myself right now is, do I walk one time more to over here? Oh, that's actually not that good of an output in the first place, is it? No, sorry, it's not. I was hoping for a little bit better. It's workable. Or I could just say stay over here and nah, this is just too bad to have. I'll wait for one more turn, I think. And you guys, you should start working on another volcanic terrain. Like here-ish. Or I could leave this one tile non-volcanic, but I feel like I'll need it to be. Or I could just instantly put a volcano form over here and just vulcanize this one tile, which I think it's fine. I need to have as many volcanic tiles as possible, I think. So let's just put the volcanic generator in here, and this will be all for this region for quite some time, I think. Alright. So with that in mind, let's see. Those guys, I was meaning to put down another, volcano former, but I won't have the resources to do that just yet. So instead of doing that, let's just move back into this region, talk with those guys, with the boss, see if they have an easy quest to complete. Talk with those guys as well. That's another, not those guys, that's another boss village in this tiny little region. But yeah, I'm not gonna settle here. That would be really silly. And also I'll have to be on the lookout for the red player. I wonder who the red player is. That's... I hope they're not the necrophages. Alright then, and it's the very first winter. I wasn't paying attention, now I'm out of the habit for paying attention as to when the winter starts, because it's been such a long time since I played in as Legend. It really has. Oh well, it shouldn't be that bad. I'm only missing out on a little bit of dust, so it certainly could be worse. Let's see, where am I going to settle now? I do want to have access to sea tiles. That is quite important for me. But if I start over here... Okay, there's a peril in here. It's a big one. That's good. But this area has certainly way more industry production, which is nice. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna settle over here first, just to have this extra industry production. And then I'll expand if necessary. Besides, I don't have the naval technologies unlocked anyway. The, whatchamacallit, eco-ballistics, so it's not really that important at this point in time anyway. So, anywho, let's go ahead and start collecting the pearls. There are 2 over here, and I do love me some pearls. Have I talked to these Hurnas? Oh yeah, I have. But this village is still not pacified, so that's an important thing to do. But I already have access to them and I will be able to assimilate them in the near future once I... No, I forgot to activate the die booster! No! I forgot! I always do! In that case, I'll wait just before I settle my 3rd city and then I will activate it. I'm mad at myself, however. But then again, it's just so me. I always do this. Alright, let's get the mill foundry in 2 turns. It's very important, a very important structure to have. A settler is in production. I'm losing quite a bit of dust, however. I'll need an empowerment, won't I? So, but still, I'll work on a settler first. Do I want to move my population to get a bit more dust? I might as well, it doesn't slow down my production, so let's go ahead and do just that. As for you guys, first of all, grab the pearl. Pearls are awesome. We need as many as possible. There's another in here, but I'll grab it later. I think it will be fine. And winter has started. It's going to last for up to 12 turns. This would be a very long winter, but hopefully it's not gonna be the case. And research-wise, what do we need? What do we want? I already have the mercenaries, so let's have a quick look-see at it. So obviously a bunch of boarding vessels I could buy if I had a ridiculous amount of money, but we don't care about that. We care about heroes. And hero-wise, let's have a quick look-see. Let's actually sort them out by... I would love to be able to sort heroes up by faction, honestly, because you know you always want to have those guys, the chosen ones. And because of their amazing bonuses. Or maybe, you know, the Kapaku heroes as well, because they're pretty good at governors. They have science boost too. Ooh, wow, that's a juicy one. And industry efficiency too. He's just so amazing, holy Toledo. Yeah, I'm gonna want him, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to afford him. I'm quite low on dust at the moment, and it's winter. Anyway, what do I want? I don't think I'm gonna need... Well, first of all, I'm not gonna need open pit mine. I haven't seen any luxury resources anywhere. I will need the sewer system most likely. So I might queue this up. Anything else? Advanced alloys and whatnot, they are somewhat tempting, but I always ignore them, honestly. Boarding vessel is nice, but I'm not gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it. I wouldn't need it right now. I'm probably just gonna go for the fire ship instead. Or just ignore both of these and go... I mean, yeah, artillery ship on its own, that's not good enough. But there is also the submarine. I'll think about it. For the time being, I'm just gonna go for... Just go for happiness, I believe. That's the best idea I have. Let's end it now. And the dawn of the new era. Excellent. So let's see. A battle has started between a Stall Sentinel and some militia and 4 units of orcs. It's been such a long time since I fought, but I'm pretty sure the orcs would win this. Is there a volcanic tile in the area they declared an attack on? There are some volcanic tiles. I might try to battle it out. But these are orcs, they are scary. I might retreat instead. I'll think about it. In the meantime, also feel free to give me suggestions if I should retreat or try to battle it out. I wouldn't defeat them, but I could weaken them, and that's important because otherwise they'll pester my city. Alright, so there's a golem cap, or golem. I'm not sure how you're supposed to... What's the correct pronunciation? Golem? I think it's golem. Golem! Golem is my favorite one, at the very least. So anyway, that's a juicy one, but we're not going to start up with that, obviously. Let's see, which one are we going to open it up with? Let's see, a golem riders are also awesome, but... I always like to go for Imperial Highways as quickly as possible, honestly. Because the faster you get them, the better. They give you some really nice bonuses. And they allow your units to move a lot faster. The problem with that is that right now I wouldn't be able to make them anyway. I'll think about it for a second. And in the meantime, first I'm going to just move my armies around, shall we? So you were supposed to talk with this minor faction. Also maybe collect this power. Or this power, in fact. So let's go ahead and go for it. Except I bet the boss will try to kill me and will stand on the POW, which will be annoying. The boss tribe does not want to create new enemies, so I'm supposed to have a peace treaty. That's gonna be difficult, but I could go ahead and try to unlock it and have peace treaty with the Draken, since, you know, they're far away anyway. It's a tempting one indeed. But I'll think about it. I'll certainly think about it. So, a new era has begun, we know that. Anything else I can do? I should move my units back in there and make sure that nobody's going to try and settle on that region, it's rather important. But for the time being I'm still losing dust, well that's to be expected really. Can I make the settler a little bit faster, like in 110, even if I am to lose some more dust? No I can't, and then I would be broke, so that's not a thing I can do. I can go for meritocratic promotion. You always grab this research anyway, and this would save me some military upkeep costs, so I'm probably gonna go for that first and foremost before I grab anything else. I mean, it is a must-have research. I think everybody is going to agree with me on that one. So might as well grab it ASAP. And as for the battle, I don't think I have any chance against 4 orcs with just 1 stone sentinel and 2 militia. I really don't. The game is claiming otherwise. How much initiative they have? They have 29, I have 8. That's not gonna go well. There are plenty of forest tiles in here though. Nah. I'm gonna need to keep my units. Let's retreat. Let's retreat for the time being and let's start moving in that direction, start exploring a little bit more. I will need to start making some units to defend the city because it will be under attack soon-ish. Soon TM, as you know. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and finish the turn. And it's no longer winter, excellent, I'm no longer being broke. And I knew these guys would stand on this tower, but doesn't matter, the winter has ended. And everybody is still fighting, and they chase down my stone sentinels. That's annoying. Oh well. They will be able to retreat one more time, at the very least, and still continue exploring, and I do want to explore. So let's go ahead and see what I can see in this region. It's an interesting one. There are verses in here that I don't care about those guys, but look at that, a tree of life and a dragon tree as well. I'm so tempted, and there's Gastio in here as well. I can ignore this terrain now, even though I already lava formed it a bit. And instead go over here, create a volcano former. This would put me right next to the dragon and the red player. So I would need to get some units ASAP now. But I suppose I should work on them ASAP anyway, so yeah, that's a thing I need to do. Also, my dust reserves are so low, it's insane. But that's not really surprising since I did decide to, you know, bribe some minor factions, so that's that. Also, speaking of which, empty slot, assimilate, what 10 is it? 15, I can assimilate them. Let's go ahead and assimilate the Hornas, I'll be able to make them now, which is amazing. Let's create another volcano former. I'll need that. And I'll send my satellite over here. This region is just too good to ignore. I wanted this one just because of the Gasti deposit and because there was some, you know, anomalies, but yeah, that's it. Alrighty then, let's have a quick look, see, the devils have been discovered, yes, 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 I know, a bunch of battles. Stone Sentinel, yeah, this time I would have the advantage of fighting next to my home tab, so this is an entirely different one. Dismiss this thing, thank you very much. But this battle, certainly we're gonna go for it, and we're gonna go for offensive stance and manual, obviously, so let's get ready to fight and have our very first combat of the day. And the boss are kind of stuck inside. Alright, I can defend in my city, which is nice, but then again I want my reinforcements to actually have morale bonuses. So let's go ahead and move over here to make sure that they do. And let's ready with this deployment, nice and easy. So let's see, these guys, they move fast, but my hero is actually going to be the first one to move, so that's excellent. And my hero does have charge. Is there... I think there's a ridge here, so let's not do that. Let's move over here and attack this guy. Take this turn away from him. You try to move over here if you can, and you can move over to here, and we'll see if that's gonna work. Wow, it's been so long since I had a battle in Endless Legend. This really brings back memories. Alright, these guys, oh yeah, I forgot, they're gonna move as well, so they're gonna interfere, but it's okay. Devastating the boss, so it should be pretty alright. Also, they're taking a whole load of damage, so that's almost unexpected, really. Alright, so let's free up those spots. My hero is gonna move a bit, finish off this guy, and this should be a very easy battle to finish off. I am playing on the hardest difficulty in regards to minor factions, right? Yes, I did set everything to hard. And obviously the difficulty of the game itself to endless. Can you check that? Endless, yes. World difficulty, custom, because I did allow for the anomalies to be normal. But yeah, they are as difficult as they can be, so I'm surprised that I was able to kill them as easily as I did. Not gonna complain though, not in the slightest. Let's explore this ruin. No reason not to. So let's have a look, see what's inside, and inside the ruins there's more dust and more science. Excellent, I really needed to have the extra not science. I mean, science is always nice, but I needed the dust, I really did. Okay, shall I start lava forming? I can lava form this territory and then territory next to that as well. I could do that and then I'll deform this one. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So let's do it. Start with this one and then I'll move to over here and deform this other place. Although I can grab the petals while I'm at it, so I'll do just that. Frieta is kind of surrounded, I'm a little bit worried. So I need to do something about that, but firstly, you need a siege turret, my friend. You really do. Alright, Settler is still in production, and I don't need to worry about dust anymore, so let's focus on industry production, and let's go ahead and grab myself a sewer system. Or maybe husbandry center instead. To make this city grow as fast as possible. There are plenty of areas that I could expand to, but I like to keep my husbandry center for later as well. But then I could go for that and also go for Center of Mineralogy as quickly as possible. That's a tempting option, but you know what? Borough Streets first, I think. So let's see, that's 696. That's a whole lot of everything. How do I get so much? Is there an anomaly in here? No. It's just a really good input. I mean, there's only 5 industry, I suppose, but there's a lot of extra science, so I like this. But Kapaku have a bonus from ruins, so I do want to go in that general direction. So let's go like this and like that. Alright, so let's start working on a Borough Street. Excellent, excellent. Everything is shaping up nicely. I do need more units though, however. I'm starting to get worried, so I'm going to be fighting against orcs, but Stone Sentinels are really important, and the NFR ability is also going to be useful at some point. So I will give the improved movement. I need to move them around between my cities fast. Also, it also gives them good bonus during the battle itself. Although, show obsolete. Because this one gives me +2 movement overall and +1 in battle. And I mostly care about battle, so I could just give them the +1. But nah, let's make them more expensive and let's make them better. I don't think I'll give them the iron torso thingy, armor. It's not really worthwhile, honestly. I'm gonna avoid that. The extra percent to defense is not bad. I mostly care about the initiative as well, but I don't think they need that either. See, Range Slayer is what I want, because I know I'll be fighting a lot of ranged units, so let's go for Range Slayer 2, and that's a good enough setup, I think. I'm going to also have a quick look-see at the Orcs. The Orcs, well, I'm going to be moving them around the map, so I'm going to give them the obsolete version of the movement trinket, because I only need to move them around the map. And I think I'm gonna give them... I'm probably gonna give them the bow, honestly. I don't know who I will be fighting against, that's the thing, that's what makes me a little bit worried. But let's give them the longbow, I really like it. And I think that's good enough. I might give them the helm, they're supposed to be an elite unit, so I'm gonna give them the greaves as well. Alright, excellent, with that in mind. This place is probably going to work on a Stone Sentinel ASAP. Or maybe on an Orc. No, a Stone Sentinel is more important, most likely. So let's go ahead and queue him up. Alright, especially since he's going to have ranged slayer, so hopefully he'll be able to actually destroy those Orcs. Although I know that once he actually reaches them, he'll be able to tear them apart. The problem is reaching them. Right, here level up, let's go ahead and inspect him. And let's level up his volcano. Half of the heat of the half is really awesome, but no, I really want to have this ability maxed out as soon as possible. It's just too good to ignore. It really is. I'm losing a whole ton of dust, but that's because I got my new settler. I'm about to get the empowerment, so that's gonna be fixed soon. And I can work on dust and still get the empowerment in one turn, which is great. Those guys worry me because they're going to bully my settler around. I will see what I can do in a second. Yudi says... No! They did what I wanted to do! The Draken! The bastard Draken! Oh well, that is really unfortunate, I suppose. Well, I guess I'll have to just get over it, I suppose. That's unfortunate. I also lost a lot of viewers, I'm not sure what happened, but I guess it's maybe because the game is already in progress and people don't like watching games that already started. I don't know. Anyway, this area is no longer an option, which is a shame. It was too good to be true, I guess. I'm really sad, but let's keep exploring, I suppose. Let's talk to those guys, maybe they have a fun quest. Let's have a quick look-see. And it's the incompetent leader, so I have to bestow a lot of stuff upon them and then they'll be nice. I don't care. I don't feel like being at peace with the Draken anymore, I will tell you that. I could volcano form their own region, but I feel like I now should focus on volcano forming regions that I care about. And I need to have glass steel. If I can even get it. So I'm gonna probably lava volcano form with a settler and use those guys to just scout around. So new army of the settlers. And I'm probably going to go through here, so let's move here fast. And then I'll see where I exactly want to settle later. Hopefully the red players aren't going to settle in this region in the meantime. If they are, I'm just gonna kill them. I need to get ready to be on the offensive quite quickly as well. Alright, let's see. I'm very thrown off guard by the Draken. They are infuriating, aren't they? But that's fine. It's fine, we'll just get it going. Let's see, I have plenty of titanium, so I might go for hydrology. It's always really a good thing to have. Management science is also really tempting, I have to say. Especially since I'll have a lot of forest. I might want to queue them up. I'm gonna queue them up, in fact. Yeah, I think that's decided. Alright, Golem Camp. Again, awesome. I couldn't even make it if I wanted to. Alright, I think Frietta, well, I need to have those extra units now. I'm now airing dust, so that's excellent. And I'm going to stretch just a little bit of this. Relaxing. Oh, come on, they started the siege already. I was hoping it would take them a little longer before they actually start annoying me in such a way. Alright, these are just two. This should be pretty easy to deal with. Stone Sentinel or an Orc? Oh yeah, now I'm not making anything. Okay, you guys get back in there ASAP. I'll assign a hero and then I'll stop the siege. That's why I'm making anything here, because I need to be able to stop those situations. It's annoying that they started it already, but it's 10:17, I should have seen this coming. I'm a little bit rusty as I have warned everybody. Alright, let's start moving. Do I want to move over to this tile, volcano form and immediately settle on it? The answer is no, I don't want to. I'll move over here, volcano form this tile, then move back and settle over here-ish. Or I could move over here, place a volcano former, and then move over here and settle. Or here. There's also this ruin that's really tempting to have. I could place the volcano former in here. And then move over to this tile. Or... I'll think about it during the next turn, I suppose. I need to remember to fire up my Dire Booster, however, that's really important. If I forget that, I'll be very, very sad. Anyway, let's keep moving along and explore a bit more. Let's see who the red player is. It's a little bit